cutting through the noise. If you're a Black woman entrepreneur nearing your 5th year of business, you're part of the 3% who make it that far. That means you're already winning, even if it doesn't feel like it. I'm Lynette Cottrell, and this is the Empower Her Business Podcast, previously known as the Women of Color in Business Podcast. I know what you're carrying because I've seen brilliant Black women founders quietly wrestling with fear, money shame, and the pressure to get it all right. Well, here we dig into what's stopping us at the root, the mindset, the funding walls, the biases, and self-doubt. We bring you stories, systems, and strategies you won't hear anywhere else. If you're ready to drop the shame and build like a CEO, you're in the right place for the right support. Let's jump into another great episode.
Hey guys, Lynette again, and I'm here with some more tips to help you make it through those crucial first 5 years in business and succeed. So, what I want to talk about today is the real journey of entrepreneurship. I think so much we are just flooded with images of success. Of entrepreneurs, we see just the CEO or founder at the forefront of the business, and we think that one person built something magnificent without reading what others said, without going to workshops, without being in spaces where there were other entrepreneurs to feed into them, without finding a mentor, without finding community. And that's not realistic. So open yourself up to finding communities. It can be virtual meetups, whatever it takes to get in the room with other entrepreneurs like yourself who are talking about what they're dealing with. Not just the ones that are in those rooms to network and just meet and greet and get referrals, but you need to have spaces where you can go and you can simply discuss what you're going through as an entrepreneur so you can hear what other people are saying and understand you're not alone. Because it can be a very lonely journey if you're not in those spaces. So I have a group that I started to be a resource for this solution, which is Black Women Blooming on a platform alignable. And it's for Black women entrepreneurs. We come together, we do radical self-love practices, we do affirmations, we talk about things to help us keep our mindset strong in our business. We talk about things that help us to remain healthy and mentally well as a person, self-care, self-love, all those things. And one of the first things we do is we drop in the chat a word that describes how we're showing up. And I always instruct and invite my attendees to drop any kind of word. It doesn't always have to be a positive word. They can show up tired, they can show up overwhelmed, they can show up exhausted, they can show up frustrated, they can show up happy, they can show up energetic. Whatever they're showing up as, they're allowed to be that. So you have to find spaces where you can show up as however you're really feeling. You don't have to put on a mask. You don't have to say, okay, let me get my smile ready because I need to be positive when I meet these people. You have to find spaces where you can show up and be the human being that you are. Number one, find those communities. Number two is, I want you to realize that when you become an entrepreneur, you're on a journey and there are going to be ups and downs. I have not spoken to not one entrepreneur who hasn't said they haven't had days when they wanted to quit. And it can be multiple days in a week. It can be a month-long experience where they were down, where they were doubtful, where they were in tears, where they were exhausted, where they were like, why did I even start this business? So if you have those feelings, you are in good company. That's part of the journey. And it's not something that phases out, right? You can have that at any level. You can have that before you make your first $10. You can have that after you've made $1 million. So just know it's part of the journey of being an entrepreneur. There is no time in your journey where you get to a place where you're just happy, happy, happy all the time, because that's assuming there are not going to be any new challenges, which means there's not going to be any new growth for you or your business. So embrace the challenges, embrace the ups and the downs, and always celebrate your ups, right? So that's a reason to pause and celebrate your ups. Because what you want is you want your nervous system to get used to feeling the delight, the excitement, the positivity, the joy of your successes. So don't bypass your successes and just go to the next goal and the next task. Give yourself the opportunity to sit in your successes, to get your nervous system used to feeling that. Then, when you have your challenges or the things that you failed at or trip over, you now have a muscle that you've worked that you can tell yourself, okay, this too should pass, right? Okay, I can get over this. I can figure this out because I did the other thing and I figured that out. So I can figure this out. So it'll be okay. I know this. I'm tired right now. I don't have the answer right now. I'm going to go to sleep or I'm going to take a nap. I'll come back to it later, refreshed, and we'll figure it out. So give yourself that kind of grace. And just know if you are having one of those days, one of those weeks, or one of those months when it just feels like everything's going wrong, it feels like you're having to change everything from what you originally thought your business was going to look like and feel like, it's okay. We all go through that. It's part of the growth process and it's part of the journey. And one of the things that we also face is we vent to people who are not entrepreneurs and they don't understand. So again, that goes back to getting in those spaces with other fellow entrepreneurs where you can vent and they know and they understand, yeah, you're having one of those days. This doesn't mean you want to quit or you're going to quit. Whereas venting to someone who has a job, they might say, well, go back and get a job. Why are you complaining? If you're not happy, stop doing it. And that's really not what you're saying or not what you want to hear. What you just want to get that energy out of you and then get to the solutions that are underneath that feeling. But you have to go through that feeling to get to that solution. So know that there are safe spaces for you to go through those feelings. And that you deserve to have those spaces. You don't have to hold it all in and just be smiling all the time. I think one of the biggest reasons that we do go into our own businesses and leave a job is because we get tired of wearing those masks. We get tired of feeling unfulfilled. So be mindful that the entrepreneur journey is not an easy one. It's not for the faint of heart. It's not all flowers and sunshine, but neither is anything in life. Neither is any relationship you have, no matter who's it with. Neither is any other dream that you have, no matter what it is. In everything you do, there is some toughness in it. There is some growth in it. There is some learning in it, right? There is a process. There is a journey. That journey, that those elements are alive in entrepreneurship. So just get ready for them and know you are not alone. You're not the only one who feels that way. And find those spaces that allow you to breathe and get that energy out and then move on to the rest of your success. All right, guys. Until next time, be well.
Today's episode is sponsored by EmpowerHER Bookkeeping and Accounting, where we believe money should feel like peace, not pressure. Most women entrepreneurs struggle with financial clarity, not because they're not brilliant or can't manage money, but because no one ever showed them how to build systems that serve their dreams. And that's what we do. At EmpowerHER Bookkeeping and Accounting, we utilize compassionate accounting. No judgment, just help. We bring solutions, clarity, and everything you need to build a business that builds legacy and wealth for you and your family. EmpowerHER Bookkeeping and Accounting. We're here to help you sleep peacefully every night. You've been listening to the EmpowerHER Business Podcast. Before you close the app, let's be clear. Struggling with your business doesn't mean you're not capable. It means you've been doing too much alone. If this hit home, share it with another Black woman founder. Subscribe and visit our website for tools to support your success today. Let's stop hiding from our journey. It's time to lead boldly. We're in this together, sis. See you next time. As always, I wish you the very best of joy, health, and wealth. Be well.